So curtains are drawing to a close on yet another festival season in Joburg. The Festival of Lights at Joburg Zoo, pulling out all the stops to create an unforgettable finale. So imagine strolling through pathways adorned with life-size illuminated animals, sparkling trees, immersive light installations that transport you into a world of enchantment. This annual event, it's transformed the zoo into a wonderland, and the final weekend promises to be the most magical yet. So for more on this, we're actually going to be joined by the General Manager of Programming at the Joburg Theatre and producer of the Festival of Lights, Lindiwe, Lekasapa, and one of the performers, BongiArch. On that note, good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
I'm excited. I told you guys I at least went and had a jab. Bongi is amazing. What a, like, honestly,
right?
you're a gem. You're a hidden gem. Thank you for your service. But before we get into what's on offer, Lindiwe, I want to bring you into this conversation. I mean, it's ending tomorrow, unfortunately, but it's been running throughout December for the festive season. What was so special about the 2025-2026 edition?
Listen, we went bigger this time around, okay? We went bigger and we made sure that we run for a full 6 weeks. I mean, of course, we had the rain here and there, but, you know, that never deterred us. Okay. And also we had the nativity scene all set up at the farmyard. If you missed that, sorry, maybe we'll bring it back this year. But it was just to set that tone for a beautiful festive season. I mean, what is Christmas without the Christmas story? So we made sure that we capture everybody, and we keep everybody in Joburg. And I mean, last night, Bongi, we had a group from Cape Town, right, flown in completely. We had a group from Zambia coming in, just, you know, families just coming to Festival of Lights. Yeah. And that's exactly what we set out to do, to make sure that Joburg becomes a tourist attraction during the festive season. And
it also balances entertainment with conservation because it's happening at the Joburg Zoo. So talk to us a little bit more about that synergy.
It happens at the Joburg Zoo, and because we wanted to eliminate the animal structures, you know, I mean, you can put the lights anywhere, but to make it special and to also bring some spotlight to our own Joburg Zoo, where people can come in and see live animals. But alongside that, there's also this illuminated structures of animals. You know, it's bigger than life size, and people, the kids get so fascinated. The sounds of the zoo at night, you know, it just adds that ambience to the performances that are happening, and the magic that happens in that place is just unimaginable.
Yeah, it's very family orientated, and it's also inner kid. Let's not exclude us. So Bongi, let me bring you to the conversation because you're a vibe. My goodness, the gift of just connecting and entertaining the crowd. You're born for this. So tell us about this edition. I mean, I also saw you 2 years ago, so this is one of your gigs.
Look, it's one of my favorite gigs to do end of the year. They normally say, no, Bongi, we need to give you a break. We need to give you a break. And then normally they're like, dude, you need to come. You need to come and be a vibe. I think it's only because, and I tell a lot of people, it's the relationships that you create. You know, I just love being on stage. I can be tired. I remember last year I just flew in from Dubai, and I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna make it. Then they're like, dude, you need to be here. So immediately when I landed, I came through, and apparently it was packed like yesterday. Last night was such a jump. And what I love is that I always, you know, teach myself to cater for everyone. That's what I do at the Johannesburg, because everyone comes, I mean, from Zambia, from Cape Town, from Pretoria, from all parts of the world, you know, from Soweto, and you need to cater for all of them. So that's what I learned with my performances, you know. Let everyone get involved. Seeing people from Soweto, Tembisa dancing to Los Lapi is like something you've never, it's like, you're like, what? And everyone's dancing, and seeing people dancing, you know, to Stimela from Pretoria, from everywhere from the world. You're like, this is what South Africa is about. This is what Africa is about. So everyone that comes there, they just have a joy, they just have a party. There's always many acts that are happening. So you're always captivated, and, you know, you're always entertained. And I never get enough. Just hinting to the boss.
I mean, do the animals sing? Well, next year or later this year, boss lady. But I mean, I'm just wondering about the animals. Do they sing along with you? No jokes.
They do. You'd be surprised. When you hit those high notes, then they go, it's like people, I think that's why people laugh, because the screaming and the animal, you know, as Lindy said, it's just a combination of beauty in the evening, and it's magical. It's really, really magical.
Yeah, it's also memorable. To your point about you saying how kids also are fascinated and they get to learn as well, right? So it concludes tomorrow, and you said yesterday was such an amazing time. Okay, you're still breathing. So what do we expect for this grand finale?
Okay, wow. We've got Black Diamond tonight and tomorrow.
Okay.
And we've got Bongi as well tonight and tomorrow. There's a very special feature that we do now, which we've realized that people absolutely love to hear themselves sing. So we've got a karaoke happening as well. So please just make your way through, because
Whitney, Mariah,
yesterday we had people auditioning. It was so beautiful. I mean, it was like, and this is how we found out that we've got families from all over the country. When we were like, so where are you from? It's like, oh, I'm from Zambia. We're like, okay. I was like, my whole family's here. I was like, okay.
So you're having a zoo singing competition, it's continental now.
It's really not a competition. It's just like, come, showcase yourself, do your thing, and let us sing along. And let's just be merry. Like, let's just kick off this year on a very high note.
Got you. Bongi, how did you incorporate all of those elements as well? I mean, just also around the fest, the lights itself, the ambience, nature. What does it bring to your own performance and authenticity as well? Because that's your gift, right?
Yeah, it's my gift. You see, with my performances, every year and every time, I try to take people through a journey. You know, it's not always like, no, it's always like, let's mellow down. Let's sing about love, you know? Let's sing about how grateful we are of being here. You know, it's nice in the evening. Let's let everyone sing along, because I sometimes just back out and let them sing. You should hear how the audience and the people sing. It's as if, and then you remind them that, hey, it's the start of a new year. Or you remind them that, like last year, it's the end of the year. So you remind them, and when they sing along, they feel it, you know? Whatever song, that's why song selection is very important. When you would ask me, Bongi, what songs are you singing tonight? I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. Just put me behind that piano and put me on that stage, and then I'll decide then. And then that's how you feel the energy, you feel the vibe, and then the people sing along, just like, oh, it's been a good year, you know, it's been a, have you ever seen the rain? And they just sing along. And people yesterday were just hugging and be like, hey, we're gonna be all right, we're gonna be all right. Then after they just bang, party, they're like, yeah, we're definitely gonna be all right. And they just start partying. So for me, it's the setup, it's the people I work with, you know, they make my job and my work so, like, you need to enjoy it. Can't get up there and be grumpy. So the minute I walk in, hey, Bong, how are you? And it's like, okay, let's do this. Let's make these people happy. Let's make them come back. Let's make them enjoy this atmosphere. I mean, at the zoo, it's like it's a beautiful atmosphere. I must tell you, it's really beautiful. And this year, it's also very warm and compact, and like you know, the lights.
Is it because of the rain that happened this year? I mean, how did you guys? You were singing in the rain then, clearly. Or how did this happen?
Sometimes it happens.
No, it wasn't really because of the rain, but we wanted to compact it. We've been doing this since 2019. And, you know, it's always a trial and error thing. But also we try and stay away from where the animals actually are. So the bandstand, where it is right now, it's a bit far from all the big animals. I mean, the monkeys like us, so, you know, they sing along. And then the bears are there and everything.
The birds.
But the birds.
The bees, why not?
but we try and keep it far from the animals, because it happens in the evening, and you know, like everybody, they've got their own routine and they have to sleep at some point and everything. So we try and make sure that the lights are not in their space, and also that the noise is kept at very low, so that we're not disturbing the nature itself as well.
What did it do for the awareness of the work that's done at the zoo as well, and even just the economic value as well? I mean, you're asking people to come out to be entertained, but it's at the zoo, right?
Absolutely.
You also know the struggles that they face.
Yeah. Listen, I look at Facebook and people are like, where can I take my kids there? And someone says the zoo, and someone says, oh no, the zoo is dead. I'm like, you must come. I mean, there are so many animals at the Joburg Zoo, and I think people don't know this yet. But there's so much that is happening. There's so much life and nature that is happening there. Not just the animals. You know, there's horticulture. There's so many things that are happening. And just give yourself a minute to just walk through. We're not allowed to say this, but come very early and just do a quick walkthrough before it gets dark.
To find your seat.
You know, you must look for your seat everywhere. And then before it gets dark, and you'll realize that there are so many animals there, and they are live, and they are healthy, and they are beautiful, you know.
Things
They're
being taken care of.
They are being taken care of. And I always say, you know, my kids don't know, if my kids don't know an elephant, I'll take them to the zoo to see an elephant. We're not going to go into the wild. You know, we could, but we've got the zoo, we've got the Johannesburg Zoo, and it's doing such an amazing work of taking care of the animals.
What's in there for the next edition? Because our karaoke's added. Are we going to have a sleepover at some point? Can the lions wake us up? Because I don't know, people live around that area. I've been woken up by lions every day, technically speaking.
Actually, the Johannesburg Zoo actually has a snooze program that they do throughout the year. I'm not sure of the dates, but just look out for those dates. They do have a sleepover under the stars with the lions there and everything else. But listen, we're hoping to make it bigger and better. And like I said, every year we try something new and see if it works. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, you know, shove it around, come up with a new idea, and let's see how we can make it bigger, better, lighter, I guess.
What's the energy of 2026? You say your song selection is according to that. So what are you feeling? What's your message of hope as well? What time does everything start as well? How do people best prepare for it?
Well, normally we kick off, people walk in at 6 already, right? They walk in at 6, and then from 7, we start with the entertainment festivities right through. And we try to finish off at 9:15, just so that, because people don't want to leave, you know? Like, I mean, I know. And every time I have to get off stage, I hold them, I'm like, okay, I don't want to go. I want to, that's what they do. And I look at the sound guys, they're like, okay.
Can I go?
Yeah. Then, you know, but with me, it's the same energy every year. We start off with positivity, and I said it even last night, you know, when you started positive, whatever happens in the year, you just remember that, hey, it does matter how you start. People always say, 100%. It's not about how you start, it's about how you feel. No, it does matter how you start. How you wake up in the morning determines the rest of your day. So with me, it's the same thing. How I start my year. I mean, I'm an artist, I'm a singer. To start my year off with a crowd like that yesterday just showed me that, dude, you're going to be all right. Your audiences are going to be happy. So that's me this year. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing energy. I'm bringing new songs. I'm bringing new vibes. I'm just bringing the new and transformed and elevated BongiArch. Yes.
Clock it. Any other info you want to dispel
just
quickly
to say
as we wrap up?
Okay, well, tickets are on web tickets, as well as JoburgTheatre.com. Get your tickets in advance. Avoid the queues, because the queues can get quite long. Arrive early so that you can find a good spot. And listen, bring your picnic basket, okay? No alcohol allowed. It's a family event, but please bring your picnic basket. Arrive early, avoid queues, and just come and have fun with us.
Are you not entertained? I'm going to leave it there. Producer of the Festival of Lights, Lindiwe, Lekasapa, and one of the performers, BongiArch, magnificent performer at that, chatting to us about the Festival of Lights. It concludes, obviously, this weekend, but just reflecting on what's happened over the years and how they aim to come back bigger, bad, and bolder. So looking forward to all that action as it continues.